Yo, how's it going? It's Marcus, and it's once again time for a nerdy talking news thing. This is going to be a shorter video than usual. There wasn't that much news to go around, plus I have to take care of a few things. So with that in mind, let's just jump right in. Got some news stories for you guys, and a quick little review. This may have been a rough week for some people. The state of the world and politics might get you down. But on today's show, I'm going to try to provide some happy news. Like Ben Affleck stepping down as director from the Batman. Wait, what? So yeah, in a story published by Variety, it seems that Ben Affleck, star of Batman vs Superman and the upcoming Justice League film, while still starring and producing the film, will no longer be directing the Batman. The Batman is the next solo film for The Dark Knight and was slated to start production sometime this year. In a quote from Variety, we have Affleck saying that, "Performing this role demands focus, passion, and the very best performance I can give. It has become clear that I cannot do both jobs to the level they require." So rumors have been flying around about who might take over the project in Ben Affleck's absence. Some of those names include Matt Reeves, Matt Ross, Gavin O'Connor, and Denis Villeneuve. Some of those directors have had great success directing films. In particular, Matt Reeves is responsible for the most recent Planet of the Apes films, while Denis Villeneuve is responsible for great films such as the Oscar-nominated film Arrival, as well as the up-and-coming Blade Runner sequel. So whoever takes on this project, personally, I think this is the best choice going forward. It's hard enough to try to direct yourself in a normal movie, but with this you have being a superhero on top of everything. It's a lot of stunt work, it's a lot of action sequences, that's being in a suit for God knows how long, and it's a lot to put on one person. So hopefully this will give Ben Affleck the time to focus on being the best Batman character that he could be for this solo film, which I'm still very excited for, whoever takes this on. But I guess we'll find out when the Batman comes out sometime in the next possibly 2-3 years. It currently has no set release date. In more kind of sad news, sorry about that, it was announced that Peter Capaldi will be finishing up his run as the 12th Doctor in the upcoming season of the famous BBC show Doctor Who. In a quote released by Capaldi, he says the following: "It, the new Doctor Who series, will be my last. I feel it's time to move on." Peter Capaldi is an amazing actor, and it's going to be kind of sad to see him go. His last appearance will be the 2017 Christmas special. There's no word on who might replace him as the 13th Doctor, but expect that information to come out within the next few months or so. In more positive DC film news, we have some casting announcements for the upcoming Aquaman solo film, directed by The Conjuring's James Wan. Several reports from The Hollywood Reporter caught wind that Nicole Kidman, Tamora Morrison, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II are all in early talks to play Aquaman's mother, father, and enemy, Black Manta, respectively. They will be joining already confirmed cast members Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and Willem Dafoe. All three of those names will also appear in the upcoming Justice League film due out this year. The cast for this film looks pretty solid. Nicole Kidman is a well-known actress who's appeared in a bunch of different films. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of her on. Tamora Morrison is well-known for being Jango Fett in the Star Wars prequels, who's also in the Green Lantern movie starring Ryan Reynolds, so I'm pretty sure you'd like to forget that one. And we also have Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who is well known for the role he has in the Get Down, the Netflix series. Expect high-flying adventures on and in the sea when Aquaman comes out October 5th, 2018. So last in news really quick, the PS4 is getting an update to have the ability to use external hard drives for storage. This is already a feature on the Xbox One, and I gotta say, it's a welcome addition to have it on this console. Games today are so big nowadays that you can't really fit everything on a base hard drive. You'll have to delete and re-download games in order to make everything fit. I upgraded to a 2TB hard drive on my PS4, and I still can't fit all my games on it. This update will also contain a boost mode for PS4 Pro owners. The boost mode is said to enhance the performance of older games with no locked frame rates without the need for developers to patch it in the first place for the PS4 Pro. There may be some issues with it, so proceed at your own risk. You have the ability to turn it on and off at your choosing. Lastly, I got a quick review for you guys of that new edition movie from BET. Cool it now, girl, don't stop. I know it's not the normal nerdy thing that I'd be talking about on this show, but I recently just saw the 3-part series, and I grew up listening to a lot of this music. My parents would used to play these albums all the time. I think it'd just be really cool to talk about, you know? 'Cause I need somebody who will stand by me. So yeah, I thought the series was pretty fun overall. I like the entire cast in it. Everyone does a really great job. Everyone actually sings their parts. All the actors that are actually in this sing the parts that they would for the group, and that's really impressive. Like they kill it on a lot of these songs. Like Can You Stand the Rain, they killed it at. The little kids do a great job, and the older cats do a great job too. So all the members of New Edition, all the actors who play members of New Edition, really knocked it out of the park with the singing and acting portions of the movie. So kudos to them. It's a fun series. It's like if you like Straight Outta Compton, it's kind of in that vein. I mean, it feels like a TV movie for sure, but it's an upper quality of TV movie, of TV 3-part series or whatever. And it's a really interesting story, actually. I didn't know a lot of this stuff was going on during New Edition because, I wasn't born yet. I'm only 20-something years old. But to see all this stuff happening with this group is really interesting to watch. And I'm happy to sort of see how they got from the kids that they were when they were just starting out, when they wanted to be like the Jackson 5 and the Untouchables, to the megastars that they became when they were older, inspiring groups like Boyz II Men and all that with their music. It's a really interesting story, and I'm glad that they split this up into 3 parts and not try to cram everything into like a hour-and-a-half movie if they wanted to try something on like the big screen. TV has become more of a place to do experiments like this when you can have longer forms of entertainment, when you don't have to condense anything. And you can also have a system where you don't have to stretch it out, like in a 22 episode season or something like that. You could have it sort of be like a BBC thing. Like the structure of this is kind of like Sherlock in a way. There's only 3 episodes. Really, it's a 3-part thing, and each are an hour and a half, and they each tell the story that they have to tell. But what's also interesting about this is that you can tell that there's a lot of stuff that they cut out, for time reasons. That's probably just as interesting as the rest of the movie itself. So if you're an R&B fan, definitely check it out. If you're a music fan in general, I'd say check it out. It's a really interesting story. I kind of want to see a hip-hop and R&B cinematic universe or something like that, with just all the little groups. Like combine NWA with New Edition, and along with like the Biggie and the Tupac stories, and all the different labels and stuff like that. Not even, let's not limit it just to hip-hop. Let's do like rock and metal. Like all of music, all of how music is made is so interesting. Like every person in the music business has some kind of crazy story that they have behind the scenes, and to just have maybe like a cinematic universe where they have all the actors playing different roles, and they all combine to do like tours and stuff like that. I think that'd be interesting. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I did not think I'd enjoy it as much as I did. So yeah, like I said, if you're a fan of any of that stuff, music biopics, check it out. The cast does a really good job. They do the songs really well, and it's a fun 3-part, hour-and-a-half each story to sink your teeth into. And I can assume that a lot of you guys watched it because it had 19 million views across all 3 nights, I think it was. So it's doing BET gangbusters. Like I feel like hopefully BET is stepping up their game in terms of like quality stuff, because BET's been slipping. But you did good on this one, BET. Good job. So yeah, that's about all I have for you guys this week. If you like this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, please hit the notification button so you get notified to the new videos that I put out, and please give me any feedback you have, any feedback at all. It helps me make better videos and helps me be more entertaining to you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great Super Bowl weekend. I'll catch you later.